Hello, everyone. I'm still messing with these settings, but I'm trying to get this working. Can you guys hear me okay? Is my camera quality all right? Is there any delay or anything? Because I am using my my phone for this, so it may be a little funky. But I should be able to see what you guys are saying in chat. I gotta figure out. Is anybody here right now? Oh, there it is. Share button. All right, yep, I just posted on Twitter, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. You know, this is my first time doing this, so it might be a little funky the first time around. You said there's a mirror effect? Can you define that? Hello, thank you guys for coming though. It says there's 8 concurrent viewers. Pretty happy about that. Hello, DK. Do you mean like this mirror effect? I'll get rid of that. You think I'm big time now, Scott? We'll see, man. I don't got that big time money yet. But yeah, it was, I mean, considering there's 8 people here now, it was pretty weird being in front of, I mean, almost 2,000 people there for a second. Hello from Maine, Germany. Hello from Ohio in the United States. How are you doing today, Stefan? If you guys have any questions about anything about the FF's testnet or anything about Cardano, just feel free to ask. But a couple things I did want to talk about today from the live stream was the dataless integration for Ledger Nano they announced, and then also yesterday Sebastian came out and announced the Ledger Nano X integration for mobile on Android in particular, which is pretty cool. I've been thinking about getting the Ledger Nano X. They look pretty nice. What's up, Ross? What's up, Ann Reviews? Hi, John McClenny. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Hello, Steve-O. It is really nice to see the Ada project coming together, Wonderlust. I was pretty happy about that. Ada's over 6 cents. Did it pump during the live stream? I didn't even check. Let's take a look at it. Okay, I promise this isn't trading talk. I just wanted to take a look at it and see if it pumped at all. Let's see this Ada pumping. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it definitely did pump. I think it was at 5.5 when last time I checked. Up to 6 cents. Now I'm big time after that Ada pump. Ooh! It is pumping. I'm set on 1 hour though. Let's go 5 minute. Whew. That's nice. Yeah, that's a pump right there. So do you guys think it's going to keep pumping or do you think it's going to go back down? What did you guys think of the whole live stream and the announcements and everything? They didn't really do much of a Q&A. And then also I was curious about my voice. Can you guys hear me good? Is it clear? And then also I wanted to tell you guys that I have a video coming out at 2:15 is scheduled. If you guys watch the live stream, it might not be very interesting to you. It's just me reiterating on when Shelley's coming out, showing the part of the live stream where he announces the portion, he shows the PowerPoint with the dates and shit. So if you guys already seen that, it may not be interesting to you. You hear me loud and clear? Hell yeah, Ross. Hello, Jay Culkin from Canada. Yeah, as soon as the release date showed. Thank you, Ann Reviews. Oh, you know what I could do? Hold on, I'm gonna pull up. If you guys want to see a node running, I'm gonna pull it up on my other monitor real quick to make sure I don't expose any information. But I can show you guys a node on the Friends and Family testnet. Like you can see it updating blocks and everything. Hey, Kay. Okay, I'm live streaming down here. I got the camera on. I'm just warning you. Okay? Sorry about that. Let me pull back up the chat. So, you sound good? I'm using a Blue Yeti. What's up, Marcel? Happy to be here. I don't know if you watched the live stream, man, but I said in the live stream I'm not really much of a mentor to you, if you know what I mean. You had it all set up. You helped me too, man. You think 10 cents or 10 cents, not 10 sacks, 10 cents next week? But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the FF testnet, let me know, or any questions about the live stream. I'd love to hear what you guys think about the announcements. I'm also curious if you guys think that we'll actually meet the those deadlines that he set. I'm just kind of curious about that. What's your sister's name? Marcel? I'm trying to get a note up so I can show you guys what it looks like. Sorry for taking long. See, ADA's pumping, but is my stake pool pumping though on the ITN? Let's find out. No, it's not. Maybe someday. Oh, you haven't watched the live stream yet? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought they were going to do kind of a Q&A there at the end, but they didn't. That's the only thing that I was kind of like disappointed about, because a lot of people were asking a lot of good questions, but maybe they were just running out of time. You know, they're busy people. All right, I'm pulling up the node right now if you hear me click-clacking away. I'm a little, I don't know who Vent Surf is. Would anyone like to enlighten me? Yeah, you're right. It will be easy to see when we're diverging from that. And I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't really even bother me if it is a little later. I mean, June's pretty soon. I mean, really, I was kind of expecting it to last a lot longer than that. And that's kind of, I'm going to keep pushing this. And now that I'll probably get some more followers from this, but I'm going to keep pushing this narrative that us as a community need to test the network at load. So when they release the date where they said they're going to release the Haskell testnet to all of you, you guys all need to get on there and start sending some transactions, delegating. We got to put a lot of load on this so we can find these bugs. You know what I mean? But I hope that we can all do that. I'm still trying to pull up this node. I got sidetracked. I'm pretty ADD if you haven't noticed. It's easier to hide it during my videos because I can always cut it. He's the father of the internet. I'll have to look him up. There's a max of 10 delegation moves. That's kind of annoying. Maybe what you could do is just send that ADA to another wallet. But I appreciate you either way, DK. Thanks for trying to move some stake over there, even if you couldn't make it. So he's an internet pioneer. See, that's what was pretty cool about, like, it was kind of surreal. Oh my God, ADA is pumping. But it was pretty surreal, like, me being on that live stream, like, because I found Cardano probably a few years ago now, and I fell in love with it immediately. So me actually being on the live stream where they announced Shelley was such a great honor for me. I mean, like, I was a little nervous at first because of all the people on there, but once it started, it wasn't bad at all. I just was happy to be there, and it was kind of a surreal experience for me. And I like putting myself in those scenarios that are supposed to give me like a lot of anxiety. Because, like, I mean, if the more I put myself in those scenarios, the better I'm going to be the next time I'm in a scenario similar to that. If I ever am in a scenario where I'm live in front of 1,000 people again. But it was just, it was pretty cool. Did I seem nervous on there? I wasn't too nervous when I actually got going, but trust me, when he added me to the call, it was for a little second. I was like, ooh, because what it does on Crowdcast, because I didn't even know if he was going to be able to find me, you know? And then all of a sudden, okay, I got the chain up going. So we'll put the chain up right here, and then I wish I could pull up actual trading view. I'll just do it. Did I even start the node right? Yeah, it looks right. Okay. Go to trading view and see this pump. See this ADA pump. Okay, ADA. I don't want Kraken. Screw Kraken. I want Binance. Markets. Bittrex is fine. It's a strong buy right now, apparently. Not financial advice for me. It's from TradingView, I promise. Beautiful feature chart. Seem like a natural? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Okay. It's kind of hard to see this screen. What am I got going on here? It's been a long time since I've been on TradingView. Okay, I'll go to 5 minutes. And then I want some bars. I want a bar chart. I don't want this. Okay, I guess I got some down there. On Bittrex, it's not really pumping near as much as Binance. Interesting. Kraken is better. You think so, trade fees? Why is Kraken better? I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page. It says 8 concurrent viewers. I'm not sure if that's very accurate. Holy shit, 34 concurrent viewers? I really appreciate it, guys. You think I look nervous, guy from Switzerland? You're right, only a little. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. I was definitely nervous a little bit. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I got 2 monitors here, and then my phone set up right here. So, sorry about that. So, do you guys think that that we're actually going to hit those dates? ADA's rising like a phoenix. It truly is. I really don't like this chart, though. You think we'll get on Coinbase on this? I mean, yeah, I think we're going to get on Coinbase eventually. It's just, as soon as Shelley's out, I think Coinbase is going to open us with welcoming arms. Their only requirement is just being decentralized. So, yeah, I think that we'll definitely be able to get on Coinbase, especially once Shelley comes out. It'll probably be directly thereafter as well. But yeah, this is the what a friends and family testnet node looks like. If you haven't seen any of my videos, it's just, you can see the chain extending wherever it is. Kraken, $20 to transfer any amount and $5 out on Kraken, allows business accounts. Yeah, that might be useful for you. I'm not much of a day trader. With Binance is what I've always used. It's really cheap fees, and they don't call. I think it's like 1 ADA to withdrawal or something like that. So the fees are like less than $1 usually if you're buying like $1,000 worth or something. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. August Coinbase, because it's just, as soon as we're a decentralized cryptocurrency, they're going to open us with or let us in with welcoming arms, which is pretty cool. It's kind of annoying that YouTube doesn't really update my my live feed too much. Do you guys have any questions about the testnet? If you're wondering what I'm hitting here, it's just a little nicotine thing. It's I don't usually ever hit it, but when I'm like doing some talking stuff, it helps. Other than that, it usually just sits on my dresser for a couple months, you know. You hear EOY is $3? I'm not sure what EOY is. Let me Google that. Oh, end of the year. You're thinking the end of the year value for Cardano is $3, DK? Is that what you're saying? Where seems like a lot. Seems pretty high. Where do you think that's coming from? Is that just your intuition, or do you have some details there? So as far as bugs, the user experience is pretty good. As far as the issues that I have with the user experiences, the commands that you type in are kind of dirty. Obviously, this can be fixed with scripts, but I kind of like typing in the commands instead of just using scripts for everything. So they've been helping with that, though. So when we recommend, we say, hey, this command is kind of like, it's a little dirty, it's long, there's a lot of typing. They'll usually fix it, and they've been doing that. But the biggest issues I've ran into was, so they're pushing stuff out really fast. I mean, every day they almost release a new tag that on Git that you can select. And a new tag means that there's a new Cardano node sometimes, and then when they do update the Cardano node and Cardano CLI, the commands within that change. So when the commands change, it's a little annoying for me. But that's one of my biggest issues. I haven't ran into actual bugs that that are game breaking or anything. Like my node just doesn't crash or anything. It's always my issues or me not knowing the commands that they've updated because they're pushing this stuff out so fast. It's 5II says, how can I contact Charles directly and privately? Telegram would be your best bet. I've contacted him on Telegram once, and he didn't reply. He read it and then actually did what I asked in the message, but I doubt he'll reply. But you can contact him on Telegram. So. Came out in February or March. End of the year, 30 to 50 cents. See, trade feeds, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a trader at all. I was in the past, but I have strictly gone to the HODL method. Why is it so much to deposit on Binance? What do you mean? What is it? What do you mean it's so much to deposit on Binance? What was I saying? Yeah, best case EOI is around 50 cents. Oh, so I was talking about it actually. Hello, Rob from Liverpool. But as far as it being 50 cents by the end of the year, we also have to keep into account the economy, because you would first think that the economy would be, cryptocurrency would be inverse of the economy, right? So we have to take into account that with all of the stuff that's going on in the United States right now, with the lockdowns, and then putting pressures on businesses and small businesses, if the stock market does crash, then cryptocurrency will crash with it as well. So we got to keep that into account. So, I mean, right now, ADA's pumping and ADA's nice, but if the stock market crashes tomorrow due to some economic issues, so will ADA and so will Binance. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because we believe in ADA. So I wouldn't mind seeing ADA at 3 cents again, because I would get that pledge amount up. You know what I mean? But you deposit a lot and it's charged $17. That's ridiculous, man. I use Binance US, and Binance US, it took, I think it was a free deposit. Honestly, I deposited like a couple weeks ago. I deposited $500, and it is free. I bought the ADA for like a less than a 1% fee. It was like a 0.5% fee, and then after that, I just withdrew it for one ADA. So it was pretty cheap. I've always used Binance for that scenario. It could be different in different regions. Any thoughts, rumors when Gojin might be released? HODL is the best technique. Yeah, I do think HODLing is the best technique. I haven't really heard any rumors or indication. I mean, other than this live stream, with them trying to push out Shelley on June 30th, or at least the start to Shelley, I think is a good indication that it might be out before the end of the year. But don't take my word for it. Just kind of my thoughts on it. You know, if they're trying to push this out this early, they've always tried to shoot for 2020 as the end of their contract. You know, but how, you're in the U.S.? I don't know. It's a good question. Just because I'm curious, I'll get on there and look right now. Did you deposit with a credit card? That's probably what it was, man. You got to deposit with ACH. You got to use your bank account and your routing number to do so, or you'll pay them high fees. Did you use a debit card, maybe a credit card? But I do want to say thank you guys all for coming here today, though. I've never had 35 concurrent viewers, let alone 5. So, but the Fed money printer do go burr, and that's kind of what I'm worried about. I actually did have a lot of my money in the stock market before it crashed. I mean, you could see this crash coming from a mile away, so I took it all out before then. And then with how the stock market's acting now, and then how the Fed money printer go burr, I definitely exited that very quick. But my video is scheduled to come out in 3 minutes. If you guys watched the live stream, it might not be very interesting, but if you didn't, it's perfect. Pascal asks, what is the name of my pool? The name of my pool currently is Pay ADA. You can just find it by searching Pay, P-E-Y. I may, yeah, ACH is the way to go, man. I may actually do, I may rebrand my pool. I'm not sure what yet, like sure to what to rebrand it to yet, but I'm going to have all that information on my channel, and then I'm going to be rebranding it for the mainnet. So if you delegate to me on the ITN, there's no worries, it's going to stay the same on the ITN. But when I move to mainnet, I may do, I just want something more catchy, something to bring in users that don't know about my YouTube channel. It's 5 Eyes. So he asked me, can you take me under your wing as a pioneer? So I've already taken 2 people under my wing as pioneers, but the next wave of people are going to be taking people under, and I could recommend them to you. Would you say that they're pretty fast about fixing bugs? Yeah. I mean, you can submit some issues. I mean, especially for something simple like documentation, and they can have it done in a couple hours, you know. P? Question mark? I'll type it in chat for you, Pascal. Just search that. I'll do it. The average watch time on this so far has been 6 minutes. I'm pretty happy about that. Big friendly pool. Yeah, I like that. So I was thinking about this. This might seem a little stupid, but I was thinking about making it, I don't know, something like a play off of Neuralink, like Elon Musk company. I'm really interested in that and his ideas around that. So I was thinking about maybe just calling it Neuralink, or maybe adding a cryptocurrency spin on it. But I'm just going to probably sit down for a couple hours and really just write out a bunch of names and brainstorm a bunch of ideas. It's 5i asks ACH. ACH is some bank account BS. It's a way of depositing with your routing number and account number. It's usually the cheapest way to buy cryptocurrencies, using ACH deposits. When is Shelley launched? They said the launch of Shelley starts on June 30th. Xander Quinn, if you want more information, Xander Quinn, my video actually just came out right this second at 2:15, so you can click that on my channel after the live stream's over if you like. How will you keep your pool unsaturated, the Motivation Niche asked? I would like that to be a problem, Motivation Niche. I'm currently about I'm very far. I'm probably 2% of the way to being saturated. So if I run into an issue of saturation, I'm not going to be complaining about it. But if that scenario did happen, then I would just create another pool to bring over the other users. But my pool is only at 3.6 million right now. And I think saturation is probably around 120 off the top of my head, 120 million. So you can see that 3 million is not even close to 120 million. So. But Kushti Crypto said it was quality seeing you and pop up on the IOHK update. Thank you. It was pretty surreal for me too. It was surprising. So the way it worked is I joined as a regular user, and I had no idea when they were going to invite me in. I just got a message the other day from Tim Harrison. He said, "Hey, would you like to make an appearance in the upcoming live stream?" And I said, "Of course. You know, that'd be awesome." And then all he did was, like, when I'm in the video, so I joined as a regular viewer just like you guys did, and then you like register or whatever, and then it asked you, it says, "Would you like to join?" So I couldn't even set up my mic or my camera or anything first. So when they asked me to join is when I got the option to set up my camera and set up my mic. So I'm sitting there trying to hurry up and do this, and they're all waiting on me to join. It was pretty funny. Is this the last time we'll see ADA this cheap? There's no way of telling, John. Like I said, with the economy right now, with all the stuff going on, we could see ADA cheaper. You know, it could just be a nice pump right now because of the Shelley announcement. But I would not mind seeing ADA cheaper. I would love to pick up some more for that pledge value. Steve-O says only 3 million. 3 million, it may seem like a lot, but you got to realize that I only get paid a percentage of their rewards. So 3 million is about the amount that I need to pay for server costs. So I'm breaking even right now. So 3 million is an only amount. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining. I'm very happy that I have my delegates. I'm very happy that I can create a pool, and I'm content with that. But I'm saying, like, compared to other people, that is a pretty low amount. The average delegation amount. Do you mean the average delegation, like, for example, like per delegator? Like, so the average person has 20,000. Is that what you're asking? But the motivation niche says, awesome, thanks. Looking forward to getting in. Xander Quinn says, I'm about to watch. Thanks. Yep, you're welcome, Xander Quinn. About how much ADA per day is that? It depends on the day. I usually get about 1 or 2 blocks a day, so it averages between 40 and 70 ADA per day. Yeah, I don't mind you asking. I like to be completely transparent, Steve-O. Especially if I had a lot more ADA coming in per day, I'd definitely make a video to explain how much money stake pool operators actually make. But chances of another snapshot, I think 0 chances. It's 5II. Another pump, Steve-O says. But I want to ask your guys' opinions. What did you guys think of the live stream? Is there anything that you were hoping for that you missed? What did you guys think of the person they added? Yeah, per person. Rob, I've never actually collected that data. I would say it's a very small amount. The 3 million that I've worked up to, I've been doing so over the span of 6 months, and it's been little by little. I've had a couple jumps where I jump up 10 million for like a week or two. But the 10 million jumps always subtract. They just help you out for a little bit and then they leave. Pina asked how to delegate ADA to you. Your ADA gained $22 a day. Nice. Sorry, sidetracked again. But how to delegate ADA to me. If you were in the snapshot last November, you could delegate ADA to my pool in the ITN right now under PEY. You can just search that and you'll find my pool. It's called Pay ADA Stake Pool. If you weren't a part of that snapshot last November, you're going to have to wait until June 30th and thereafter to delegate to my pool and the real ITN. Yeah, back to what I was saying to Rob. The per person amount I think is really low. I would guess around 20,000 because I don't go up that much. I go up like a little amount each day. It's a pretty slow and steady gain, and that's what I'm happy with. When I get the big jump of 10 million ADA in one day, I know it's nice for a little bit because I can make some of that money to pay off my server fees, but it happens very quickly, so I know that that's just going to eventually drop off. If you make a ton of money off ADA, won't the bank shut you down from depositing so much money? No, they won't. You would just have to report it to your taxes. And then, like, you also have to sell your ADA to make so much money, and I don't really sell much of my ADA right now. Geoffrey said, was great to hear rewards may roughly match testnet rewards. I kind of heard the opposite. They kind of said to me, they didn't say to me, but they said in the live stream that they weren't sure how much rewards are going to be, and they're tied to a bunch of other values like K and a bunch of stuff that hasn't been set yet. So they didn't say, I think they said that they weren't really willing to talk about those values. But I am going to post, since my video did come out, I am going to post that on Twitter real quick. So sorry if you see me not paying attention for a second. Every time a new video comes out, you got to post it on a bunch of different platforms to get it out everywhere. But if you guys like these live streams, just let me know, and I'll do more in the future. This is my first time ever doing this, so sorry if it's a little boring or anything. I probably should check my OBS. The sunlight kind of went away. Okay, yeah, it looks fine. I should probably sit up a little more. But, okay. Dick Martin said, I'd like to say thanks. I followed your videos to stake my ADA and staked your pool. Thanks, Nick Martin. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have more videos just like that when the real Shelley releases, so you won't have any issues doing that again. But I really appreciate your delegation, man. I don't have, like, it's just, it means a lot to me to be able to keep my pool up, you know. So I really do appreciate that. Pew Pew Tube said, I will delegate one ADA and wait for it to be worth $1 trillion. Do it, man. It's going to happen. Maybe in 100 years. I'm waiting for a restaurant to use ADA. You might be able to do that in some weird kind of card transaction ways right now, DK. Charles has mentioned him doing that at different restaurants. Sandra Quinn said, if I buy the device Cardano on the rocks, will I have my own pool? What do you mean, Xander? Can you illustrate that a little bit? Rob said, I'm 250,000 in on the ITN. We'll be splitting up into 5 pools when Shelley out. It's a good idea, Rob. It kind of minimizes your risk in case any of those pools have issues. What is your average return for the delegators at this point? I would probably say around 10 to 15%. My average ROI is usually at about 10%, and then it'll average at 15 to 14% for a few weeks. It's just all based on the algorithm. I turned on your bell. Thanks, John. I really appreciate that. Turning on notifications really does help my channel out. I think YouTube likes that. I think they like it a lot. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and make this post on Twitter. There it is. All right, yep, I just posted my video on Twitter. If you guys would retweet that, I'd really appreciate it. Or leave a like on it. And also leave a like on this chat. I think that does help me out, like this live stream. So I don't know how many are there right now. Okay, so where am I at? Xander Quinn said, yeah, now I have 28,000 and then I had 4,000. So people are holding more and I will delegate to your pool. Thanks, Xander. I appreciate that. I was trying to get you to illustrate more on your previous question where you said, if I buy the device Cardano, do you mean buy the ADA token? Hey Peyton, nice job. Respect for taking part in the dev update today. Hey, thanks, Slippener. I really appreciate that, man. It was really cool to be there. I'm happy you enjoyed it. I was really honored to be invited, to be honest. SBO means high pay. SBO public means that we can stake. Can you illustrate your question a little bit more, Jose? Oh, do you mean like them announcing Shelley? Does that mean you can stake? If so, then yeah, the June 31st date. If there's no issues, that will be the date that you can stake. And then I think I might move those questions over here so I can actually look at the camera while I'm answering them, but I'm going to go ahead and post this on Reddit too real quick before I do so. All right, I did post that on Reddit now. Oh, you think Rock Pie? You're KJQ, if any questions, you said you're a little bit confused. I love helping noobs learn about Cardano, so if you have any questions, man, feel free to ask. You can pick my brain about anything. I love answering questions. Yeah, and I will have videos on all of the information you need to stake in Shelley and all the useful information that you need as an ADA holder. So if you want notifications, feel free to turn on my bell, KJ. And then the one last place I need to post this is the forum Cardano, and then I can move the questions over so I can actually talk to you guys. Okay. How many I would like to hear, I'd like a little consensus from you guys. How many of you are new to Cardano? Like within, like say how many months ago you first found Cardano and then invested in it. I'm just curious about how many new people are being brought into the ecosystem about Shelley being released. So. Oh, you didn't understand what that means, Jose? All right, I can tell you 1 second. I'm just adding an end screen to my video, and then I'm going to give you guys my full attention. It says there's 46 concurrent viewers. If you guys are new, say hi. I'm happy you're here. If you guys have any questions about the Friends and Family Testnet, about Cardano, about staking, about anything, just feel free to ask, and I'll answer your question. Love helping you guys out and love educating. End screen. Okay, cool. Should be able to, I'm gonna bring this up right here for you guys. You guys are commenting a lot. I gotta scroll back up, see what's going on. Okay, so Jose said, yes, the announcement for the Shelley mentioned that 906 is the SBO public test in Faucet. I didn't understand what that means. Okay, so in software, for software engineering, Jose, what you want to do is you want to test things before they come out because this is a financial system. We're very worried about anything going wrong. So what we're doing is we're having a Haskell testnet right now. So for people like me, we get to test this out. We get to start our pools early to see if everything works, get used to the testnet, get used to the commands that we type in. And then that day that they mentioned is when every other user, so right now they have pioneers currently. And I'm considered one of those pioneers. There's like 60 of us now. And of those pioneers, like, we're the only ones that can have ADA right now. But when the public testnet and Faucet comes out is when anyone else can join. And I would like people like you, Jose, to actually join the network and delegate to my pool, even though it's not worth it, to test the network and to ensure the security of the system of Cardano, you know. So I'll keep scrolling down. Sorry for, that was a long question. I wanted to make sure he understood that. It's very important. Geoffrey said 29 months in at this point. That's cool. What's your opinion about the PwC partnership? Jay Calkin, I got to look into it more. I don't want to really talk on it yet. I'm not fully informed on it. Been interested in buying Cardano from the first whiteboard review Charles did. Me too, Ron Hill. 2018, I switched from List to ADA because I was tired of the delegated proof of stake cartels. Yeah, I can imagine. Sorry, I meant January 2018. So you've been here for a while, Yellow Hill. Kristen, I want this to be a little bit bigger so I can see concurrent viewers. 50 current viewers. Hell yeah, guys. I'm really happy that you stopped by today. It really means a lot. I've never had this many people here before, so thank you. Like I said, if any questions, feel free to ask. Hi, I started trading 4 days ago and no prior knowledge or trading experience. I watched some YouTube videos and decided to start with ADA. I think it's the perfect time. Kristen, it could be the perfect time, man. Sorry if I said your name wrong. It might be Christian. But right now could be a good time. You don't have to wait for Shelley. At least that long anyways. Cardano on the rocks. Have you heard of that device? Xander, I think you mean the Rock Pi. What the Rock Pi is, it's a little device. It's similar to like an Arduino, but it has more power. I wouldn't recommend running it with that, running a stake pool with that. I would use something like Amazon Web Service unless you have a good experience with setting up a network at your house. Ron Hill said, have been watching your videos to get my own stake pool set up shortly. It's an exhilarating feeling being part of creating history. Yeah, I understand completely what you mean, Rock. Having a stake pool and minting blocks, it almost feels like, because you can always just go look at the blocks that I created on the ITN, so it feels like I am creating history with each block, so I know exactly where you're coming from. Xander mentioned the stake Cardano on the rocks again, but I already answered that. Rob said, I started buying at ADA at 41 cents in February 2018. Jay Colkin said, Cardano on the rocks is a package you buy to build a Rock Pi, right? Is that what you mean, Xander? Yeah, there could be a package that already has a Rock Pi set up for you. Is that what you're talking about? Yep, it's time to put my bags to use. Yeah, we're all trying to put our bags to use now, you know. That's why I wish I would have saved all that money I put in. I didn't have, I think I bought a little bit at 40 cents on its way back down. I stopped buying after like 20 cents on the way back up. I sold a little bit at around $1.10, and then I bought some more at 40 cents. Then I bought a little bit more at 20 cents. And then after it went down more than that, I stopped. And then I've been buying slowly at 3 cents, 4 cents, and 5 cents these past few months. Jose says, "Oh, okay, thanks very much. I'll delegate to you. Don't worry if I don't win anything for the moment. Is there a way to help? Is the way to help the community? Make a video to alert us and explain what to do." Yep, I'm going to be making videos all the time explaining what you guys need to know as ADA delegators. And then I appreciate you delegating to me, man. It really means a lot and it helps me out a lot. Xander Quinn said, "Yep, looks like a pie." Yep, that's it. Kushti Crypto said, "Do you think the majority of the people here use Yoroi or Daedalus?" I think a lot of people use Yoroi just because it's lightweight, it's Chrome, and then Daedalus was having a lot of issues for a while, so I think people weren't really too fond of Daedalus for a little bit. But now after the Daedalus flight, Daedalus is awesome, and that's what I use now is Daedalus after they did the flight. But I want to say the majority of people use Yoroi just because of the issues with Daedalus that were in the past. Yeah, going VPS for a project like this is an awesome idea. Yeah, that's kind of my way, man. Virtual private server is the way to go. And then I also say in my videos all the time that, man, Cardano's up 13%. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's pretty crazy. But I don't know if you guys have seen my first video on creating a stake pool, but you can use the Google Cloud service for free for $300. And that'll give you a lot of time to experiment with your node and figure out everything. John McCullen, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong again. I'll just say John next time. Cool, I'll delegate if I can as a noob. Yep, you can delegate. You had to have money prior to November 30th in 2019. So if you didn't back then you'll have to wait until, we'll say June 30th for then. But June 30th is when you'll be able to delegate to my pool then. And then on June 30th, John, I'm going to have videos on how to delegate as an ADA holder, how to delegate to my pool or any other pool that you're interested in. But if you need help delegating right now and you did have ADA back then, I do have a video on my channel on how to do that in the ITN. So, DK said Yoroi. Sergio said Marelli. I've got a little bit of ADA in Yoroi and I've got a little bit of ADA in Daedalus, and I think it's good to use both of them. As just because as a YouTuber, you know, I want to experience both and kind of have an opinion about both of them. Yoroi is really cool though. They just actually added Ledger Nano X, which is pretty sweet. But any other questions? Do you guys have any questions about the testnet? Steve-O said, "Yeah, it's secure and safe. When Cardano starts adding in the incentivized variable of having your node in a remote location, I'll start looking at options." Yep, that's a good idea, Steve-O. Kushti Crypto says, "Does your family understand anything about what you're doing? Haha, I've tried to explain to mine." I explain to them all the time. I've been telling them about Cardano for years. My grandma actually owns ADA, but I told her that, okay, you guys want to hear what my grandma bought ADA? She bought in at $1. I told her, I said, "Grandma, I understand that you're very interested because I'm your grandson and I'm explaining this to you and I've had success with it buying in early, but I don't know if $1 is the right time to buy in. I think there's a lot of hype right now." She's like, "Oh, it's fine. I'll buy some at $1. And she's got as bad as bags as any of us buying in at $1. The only person that truly understands Cardano, I think, is my girlfriend. Because all I do is fucking talk about it. So, sorry about that. I don't know if YouTube allows that word now. But I think she understands it. I think she understands proof of stake and how it all works. I think she understands stake pools and delegators and everything. I've been also trying to tell her to start her own stake pool. Just because I think, we saw Brittany in the chat today. I was going to say there's not too many girls in this ecosystem. But, we saw Brittany today from, I think, Pink ADA staking, which is pretty cool. But Yeah, friends won't understand, so you're driving a Lambo. See, I don't think I'll ever drive a Lambo, even if I got Lambo money. They'll understand when I I think I think they'll understand if I dropped out of college for this. That'll be them understanding. But I would never buy a Lambo. If I made a lot of money off of this, I think I would jump into to real estate, keep teaching myself software development, and then keep running my stake pool. But I'm not a big fan of college. I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm doing it as a backup plan, for computer science. I do have a keeper, Christy Crypto. I have an agreement with my wife that we don't talk about it. I may get that. I may get that soon. Your grandmother must delegate to me? Yep, she does. She does delegate to me. Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel. And I think she's cutting me a little bit more slack about talking about it now because she was. I mean, you probably saw her walking in the background, but she like was hearing about the live stream and hearing about all the support that IOHK has been giving me. And I think my family too thinks it's a little bit more reasonable now all the time that I invest in it. It says there's 55 concurrent viewers here. I want to say thank you all for being here. It really means a lot to me. If you guys have any questions about Cardano, about the FF testnet, feel free to ask and I'll get those answered for you. I'd love to educate you on any questions you have, anything that you don't understand. I just showed my finance/profit screen in Brockfolio and she gave me a big hug. Yeah, I mean, that'll do it. That really will. The fact that a business can be started on this system is the best way to show other people that don't understand. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, major in computer science, even if it takes 8 years. You said CPU science? Yeah, see, I'm doing computer science, and it's only 4 years. I could not imagine doing 8 years, and I'm almost done. I'm getting there, but I'm doing it just as a backbone. I've always been the kind of person that wanted to start my own business, start my own just do everything myself and not look up to somebody else. But you have to have money to do that. And my goal with college was to go to college, get a good job as a software dev, making $100,000 a year, and then eventually start my own business. But what I'm doing right now is kind of starting my own business while I'm going to school. So I don't know how it'll go, but either way, I'm going to get that college degree, whether I have my own business or not beforehand. Cardano Constellano. I'm going to pronounce this right, I swear. Castellano. Says, great show, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Igor Butenko. Sorry if I pronounce your guys' names wrong. I'm not very cultural. He says, thanks, man. Thank you for coming, man. I really appreciate it. It says there's 60 concurrent viewers. I really appreciate you guys all being here, like I said earlier. And also, sorry for people that keep hearing this. If you have any questions about the FS testnet, about Cardano, about staking, about anything, feel free to ask. Steve-O said, I got to drop out, dude. Thank you for all that you do. Might hit you up later on telly. That's fine, man. Steve-O, thanks for coming by. I'll probably be wrapping this up here in a little bit. I don't know where we're at. We're at the 47-minute mark, so we'll see how we're doing about the hour mark. Xander Quinn says, how can a business be started on this? Hey, midnight, shut up. Sorry about that. A business can be started by creating a stake pool or a YouTube channel. You could have a business from a YouTube channel by educating people in the Cardano community and then selling products and having people support you. I mean, there's not enough income for me for this to be a good business right now, but I'm hoping to get to that point, and slow and steady always wins the race. Haha means Spanish. The Constellano means Spanish? I thought Spanish meant Espanol. I took a 1 year of Spanish, 2 years actually. Why are delegating rewards in different amounts every epoch? Some days 1,600, some 1,500. It's based on the blocks. So if you get 2 blocks, you're obviously going to get more ADA if you have more blocks. And then also the blocks pay out different amounts. So for example, if a block is 1,000 and my pool charges 5%, I'm going to make 50 off that block. But sometimes the block will be worth 950, so I'll make like 43 or something. Sometimes it'll be a little more, or I'll make 60 off the block. It's all variable and it's all based on an algorithm. Rob said, enjoyed the chat, buddy. Good luck with the pool. Thanks, Rob. I really appreciate it. Do you intend to grow your stake pool services as the ecosystem develops, offering Oracle services, etc.? Geoffrey Shearing said that. Yes, I do. I plan on educating myself on anything that I need to develop this business. Sergeant Pepper said, I just managed to set up an ETH beacon chain and a few validators a few days ago. And now I'm looking forward to running an ADA pool. What's happening on June 30th? Sergeant Pepper, my best advice to you would be go watch the video that I just posted after this live stream. I'll probably be wrapping it up here shortly. But June 30th is when the date is set for the start of transitioning to Shelley. It's when the hybrid phase starts. The video I just posted at 2:15 today explains that whole process, and it comes from Charles Hoskinson himself, and it's from the live stream. And he explains each date and what each date means, so that would really help you out. But it's cool you got an ETH pool set up too, man. I don't know much about ETH, but I would like to learn a little bit more. You know, it's good to be knowledgeable about other projects. Kushti Crypto said, what a great chat and stream, especially after the IOHK roll on June. It's just July. See you later, buddy. See you later, Kushti Crypto. I really appreciate you stopping by. And I appreciate you calling this a great chat. Jay Culkin just deleted his message. I was just about to read it. But yeah, just let me know if you guys think I should be doing these live streams more often. I definitely can. I mean, the average watch time is 9 minutes. I mean, that's pretty good in my opinion. Are you an ambassador, Geoffrey said? Yeah, I am an ambassador, Geoffrey. Ron Hill says, AWS good for long term in your opinion, or other options you've been experienced with or exploring? I don't use Amazon Web Services. I use a Google Cloud. They're pretty similar. The reason I use Google Cloud is because they offer a $300 credit to any Google account. So that means you can start up a pool and you can have it for about 6 months. Then you can practice with it, learn what you're doing, learn if that's what you want to do, and it's less of a cost investment up front. So if you do decide that it's not for you, you can always exit out of that. Do I work for Cardano, or are you a Cardano ambassador? I don't work for Cardano. I was nominated as a Cardano ambassador. I wish I worked for Cardano. I've been asking Charles. I said, hey, man, will you give me a job there or an internship? I keep bugging him about it, and he keeps leaving me on red. But, I mean, one day he might let me in. That's my dream, man. Does ADA ever get burned? I think ADA does get burned right now. But with fees, I think ADA gets burned for fees right now. But when we move to Shelley, those fees are going to be put in the treasury. So they're not going to be burned anymore. Daniel J says, Cardano needs more YouTubers. I agree, man. KJ said, Def, do this again. Okay, I might maybe do something. I'll probably set it up weekly so we get the viewership that we need to continue to do this. But I'll probably set up a certain day. Make sure you guys follow my Twitter. It's really important if you actually want to get notifications on when stuff like this is going to be out. My Twitter is big__PEY. Follow me on there. I post all my videos on there, all my updates about my stake pools, and then also updates in the Cardano ecosystem. It's 5i said, what if I really was SN? What would it take for you to believe me? Do you mean Satoshi Nakamoto? It's 5i running on Linux or Windows. I'm running on Linux right now for my, my desktop's on Windows, obviously. And then my pool is running on Linux. You can't really run a pool right now on Linux. God hands. Real quick before Jose leaves, I want to say thank you to him. Thanks for being here the whole time, man. I really appreciate it. It was nice meeting you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for thinking this is great work. God hand said, what do I think of the Trezor T wallet? The Trezor T wallet, I haven't actually, or I think it's Trezor. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't have any experience with the Trezor T wallet. It's a little bit expensive for me to have multiple wallets, so I can't really afford to buy the Trezor and the Ledger Nano S and the Ledger Nano X. I really want the Ledger X. I've been trying to save up some money to get that, but I would like to take a look at that eventually. So if I do start making some more income off my channel, I'll go ahead and purchase it and make a video about it. God hand. Cole said, I know we don't like to talk about price prediction, but personally, what do you think Cardano should be in the future? The testnet has been awesome, and I'm excited to stake in mainnet. I'm excited to stake in mainnet too. What do you think Cardano should be in the future? Like I said, I don't really talk about price. I have no idea what Cardano can be in the future, but in my opinion, this is all I'll ever say about price, is buying ADA at 3 cents seems like a damn good deal to me. So that's usually where I always start tossing that cash in, is around 3 cents, 4 cents. But not financial advice. It is me talking about the testnet fake ADA. I didn't mean that. Thanks, Pay. I must go. Oh, I already mentioned that. Geoffrey said, if you had funds, would you host the pool with your own hardware? Probably not, Geoffrey. I like the network security and the uptime that Amazon Web Service offers or Google Cloud, because then I don't have to worry about little things such as my power going off and buying things like a generator to worry about that. I'd rather just pay someone else to deal with it, especially when they have good margins on these things. So if there's a max supply of ADA and we keep staking, won't we eventually reach the cap? Yes, Urban, we will, but it levels off slowly. Rob said, ETH, 400 market pairs, ADA, 140 market pairs. I don't know what that means. Like, I understand you're saying that there's that many to trade with, but I don't know why you're saying that. I don't know how to respond. Ron Swanson says, keep it up, bro. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. It's 5i. I wanted to mention before I keep reading, I'm going to cut this off at the 1 hour mark. But if you guys have any questions before then, I can let it go a little bit longer. But I do want to thank all of you for coming here today. It feels really awesome to reach 60 concurrent viewers with the average watch time of 9 minutes and 30 seconds. It really means a lot to me. It's 5i. I'm dying to be a part of this, but it's always a no response. I'd clean toilets if necessary for free. I'd pay to clean IOHK's toilets. I mean, man, I don't know if I'd clean their toilets, but I would love to go there and learn some Haskell from them and learn their awesome, just what they've learned. I mean, some of the developers they have there are the best in the world, man. And for me to be the person I want to be in the future and really develop quickly and to be a better person, I would love to be around people that have so much knowledge and so much experience in the space that I want to be in for the rest of my life. So, Christian Borzov said, now I'm using eToro to trade my ADA. Do you have any opinions about eToro? I also want to buy more ADA, but I think it's better to wait and buy ADA and dataless. I've never heard of eToro. Would you like to explain more about it, Christian? I use Binance in the US. It's different for every country, but Binance has always been low fees for me. Cole said, haha, I 100% agree. I look at 3 cents as my buy-in. Doesn't go much lower than that. Yeah, see, I really played myself. One day it dropped all the way to 2 cents, and I was sleeping. And if I would have saw it at 2 cents, man, I would have taken out a mortgage on the house. But I mean, I don't even have a house or a mortgage, but I would have found something. I would have found something to throw cash in there at 2 cents. Cole said, thanks for the stream. Just subscribed. I really appreciate that, Cole. If you like the stream, feel free to leave a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Ron Hill said, have you started learning any Haskell yet? I started a little bit. I started looking at some of that documentation. I actually posted on Twitter today that I was interested in learning Haskell. John McElhaney said, I'm out. I'll watch a video tonight when the bell rings. Thanks. The video is already out, John. I posted it during this live stream. How long per epoch? And the ITN right now, each epoch is about a day, maybe a little less than a day. Currently in the testnet, the epochs are about 6 hours. John York says, thank you for your passion. Exciting times. It is very exciting, and I'm happy I have this passion because it makes it a lot easier for me to get on here and talk to myself for an hour. Urban said, will we need to swap out our ADA when Shelley gets out, or can I just leave them in my wallet? I think you might have to create a new wallet. Good evening, Roadrunner. Thank you for stopping by. What we're doing right now, Roadrunner, is I'm answering any questions that people have about Cardano or the ecosystem or about the Friends and Family testnet. You're welcome for all the answers, Urban. So I think, Urban, what's going to happen when Shelley comes out is there's going to be a new wallet that you have to download. And from within there, you're going to have to create a new type of wallet. And it's going to be a Shelley staking wallet. And it should all be a streamlined process. I'm going to have a YouTube video about it on my channel. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow my Twitter at big__pay. But from there, you can actually, what it will probably be, this is how it was in the testnet. You click, oh, I want to stake, and it'll say you need to create a new wallet. And then it'll automatically transfer that ADA over to the new wallet. So it's little to no issues. But of course, I'm going to have a video on that. But I'm going to be wrapping up here at about the 1 hour mark, so get those last questions out if you guys are interested. Sorry you joined so late, Roadrunner. I've been going for an hour now. If you guys like these things, make sure to comment. Do more if you would like to see more of these live streams in the future. But I did have a lot of fun today, guys. I really did. It is exciting times for the Cardano ecosystem. Yep, not getting any more questions, so make sure you guys send those. I'm going to be ending this here in a little bit, probably in about a couple minutes or so. Like I said, I had a lot of fun. Yep, you have a good day too, Urban. Thanks, Ron Hill. I definitely will. I'll make sure to post on Twitter kind of an announcement on when those are going to be. But it's nice to have so many people here, you know. It keeps me talking and it keeps me helping. I really do appreciate you guys all being here. Running FNF on Nix OS yet? Nope, not yet, but I was thinking about trying it out. Is that what you're doing, Roadrunner, on Nix? I haven't had any experience with it, but I hear from Samuel Leathers that it's kind of the way to go for running these nodes. Cheers, the motivation niche. Interview said 3 weeks. What do you mean by 3 weeks, Annan? But we're about an hour and 1 minute in, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. Like I said, if you guys want to know about more of these, feel free to follow me on Twitter, big__pay, and just kind of comment on my videos. You want to see more live streams, and I'll make sure I do that. And then Austin, to put a face to the name, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I was always a little bit nervous about putting my face on here, not because of my insecurities, but just because I feel like some people don't accept younger people as people that could own a stake pool. But I kind of just said, screw it. I want to put my face out there, and I want to get my voice out there. And whether it hurts me or not, it's what I'm doing. So I'm happy you enjoyed that. I will try it out, Roadrunner, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and leave this uploaded on my YouTube channel, so if you guys want to see more, comment on that. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Shelley is coming soon. Good times are here. Goodbye.